Numero cuatro, and here we go. It says, my adult granddaughter Lola is in a 2 year relationship with a wonderful young man and has been anticipating a proposal. During the conversation, he mentions he will not propose to her until he has introduced her to his parents who live in another state. He says his mother wants him to marry a woman who has never been married or divorced or who has not had a child. Lola is divorced due to her ex-husband's infidelity and has a young son. It seems to her to be a no-win situation if he won't propose until she meets his parents, but he lacks the courage to introduce her to them. What is my granddaughter to do? She's so unhappy and disappointed. Impossible. And okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. You want me to be for real, for real? I'm gonna tell you that your granddaughter, first of all, why you all in her business? Grandma, I'm gonna tell you, get out of her business. Second, I mean I get what you're saying, but it's like this. He knows he knows what his mama's intentions is for him, just like I have a son. I have the woman that I feel like I would adore for my son, but however, it's not my decision. It's his life. Is your granddaughter's life. Is the dude who she's dating life. Now, if he feels like he's so scared of what his mom is gonna think, and he doesn't have the courage to propose to your granddaughter, knowing that she's divorced and she has a young son, it's up to him. It's really up to him to have a sit down with his mom and explain the situation. And if he really loves your granddaughter, it won't matter what his mom thinks or feels. He's going to take her feelings into consideration. But however, if your granddaughter is the woman for him, he's gonna go ahead and do what he needs to do. But if he's going to go ahead and say, "Hey, I'm not gonna," she feels like he's not gonna ask her to marry him because of his mom, then it don't matter if she was married or not. It's just, I mean, was married or got a child. He's just a mama's boy at this point, and he maneuvers how his mom thinks. He needs to grow a pair, and he needs to tell his mom the situation and stand up for his relationship if he really wants it. All right, numero 30. Let's see what we got here. It says, I've been with my new girlfriend for 7 years and lived with her for four. She wants to get married and have kids. Why did I get six? Why did I get six? Why did I have six? Oh, never mind. I see why I have six. Okay. For the past 3 years, I've promised to propose every 6 months, but when it comes, I back out. I even went ring shopping and couldn't pull the trigger. Although I want to get married and have kids one day, just the discussion of such a commitment gives me serious anxiety to the point where I cannot breathe. I want us to travel the world before time than that, but she's too attached to her job. My family says I'm too young to get married at 27 and that if I need counseling now before even proposing, things will only get worse when we have a mortgage and kids. My therapist says, what your therapist say? Say contemplating marriage would be exciting and happy, but all I feel is trapped. I love her and living with her is fun, but marrying her feels like doom. Oh my God. I'm not going to go in on you, but I'm going to tell you about yourself. It says, she says, I'm stringing her along without a timeline and she's pushing 30, but I'm honest that I cannot guarantee if I when I'll be ready. Do I propose with a 5 year engagement to wed or not to wed? Okay, I'm not gonna go in on you, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you how I feel about this. First of all, boom, boom, boom. What I realize is that some guys, not all, want all of the bells and whistles and the whoop la la of being in a relationship without the title or without the, you know, extra stuff. And it's like, how is that fair to her for her to be doing wifely duties and y'all, if she's good enough to live with her for 4 years now. The reason why you don't want to marry her is because you like, why would I sit up there and marry her and put it all on paper when she's giving me everything that I need? It's just like we being married without the paperwork. You so like I don't understand that. It's like what you so scared because you thinking about what will she if it don't work out. But if she's all good and everything's all good, what's the hesitation? You get what I'm saying? You so worried about her taking half of what you probably don't even have because you said yourself that she's too attached to her job. You get what I'm saying? So you like the convenience. So what I say is marry her. Go ahead and marry her because if she was so bad and she was not good enough to marry, you would have left her a long time ago before them 4 years came. All right. Numero dos. Let's see what we got here. My fiance and I are expecting our first child next month. During a visit 3 months ago, his mother declared that she would be present for the birth. At that point, we hadn't discussed the baby's delivery, let alone visitors at home or at the hospital. We agreed to this, but now I'm resentful of her declaration and also stressed over the idea of his large family being with us during those early days. I don't like to be crowded when I'm stressed, and he has a large and tight knit family. I know they want to come. I'm sorry. I know they want to welcome our daughter into the world and help us out, but I'm not looking forward to it. I want to breastfeed in private and bond with my new family without people breathing down my neck. I thought I could compromise by stipulating that adults are welcome, but young children are not. I told I was told this is an older friend, and she said I was being selfish to exclude. I told this to an older friend who said I was being selfish to exclude the children and that they would resent this for years to come. Am I being selfish? I know there's a whole no visitors movement by moms putting their foot down because of the stress family can add after bringing a new baby home. I am here for it. I'd appreciate your insight. First of all, girl, I'm gonna tell you something. People, first of all, that's your baby. People are just gonna have to respect the mom's decision and forget their feelings, and they will get over it. And what are they gonna do? Are they gonna bogart their way into your home, into your space, into your privacy? Just tell them what it is, and then they're just gonna have to be mad and get over it. And then your husband should also back you up on your feelings about your new baby, because we all feel like that with our new babies. Nobody's to touch our new babies. Come on. Hi y'all. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sorry. How y'all Tuesday going? Okay, so mine's going good, and I am going to try to do four, and we're just gonna be all up in everybody's business. Okay, I was a bit interrupted. Okay, so y'all ready? We ready? I'm ready. Okay, so boom. It says here, my wife of over 25 years is foreign born. Okay, let's see. She travels to her home country for an extended period almost every year. I'll join her for a few weeks and she'll stay a while longer after I return home. Recently when she returned home, she told me that after I had left, she was introduced to a male acquaintance of her family's. She said that they they did not have a conversation, but did notice that he stared at her consistently. Afterwards, this man tracked her down and sent her a text message, which she let me read. Okay, it was quite lengthy and frankly incredibly audacious. Oh dear, that's a terror. Okay. I told her how attractive he told her how attractive she is and how he wanted to spend time with her and suggested how to discreetly contact him to arrange a rendezvous. Her response to him was overly polite. I'm flattered, but I'm busy. How's that over perhaps some other time? I made a note of his phone number and a few weeks later sent him a tarse, that's a new word for me, message. I'm fluent in his language. That he was rude, unmannerly, interested only in sexual encounter with my wife, and to back off. He did not answer my message. Instead, he forwarded it to my wife, who got angry and said I embarrassed her and violated her privacy. I told her that while I may have ruined her other man's fantasy. Someone had to put him in his place, and I was proud to do it. My wife is very attractive woman. I'm aware of the attention that she receives. To me, however, that man went way over the top. Did I do the right thing, or was? And he wants to know if he was being meddlesome. Okay, so to me, I don't feel like I feel like because you know how attractive your wife is, you went and jumped the gun. I don't think that her saying I'm flattered but I'm busy, that's letting somebody down easily, because y'all know sometimes men cannot take rejection too well, because y'all know how y'all be unaliving people and stuff just because they reject they whatever's. So she just let him down easily, so it wouldn't be anything weird between her family and this guy moving forward. You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she discussed it with her family that, like, hey, this was inappropriate. Da. Long as she got that on her end, long as she got that straight on her end with her family, then that's good. But yeah, I mean, you did what you had to do because you was a wife, but a lot of that you went and jumped the gun on was insecurity. That's my judgmental look. But anyway, I ain't judging nobody. We got time for one more because I got time today. I have time today. So let's see what we got here. All right, boom. I mean, I recently made some unflattering comments about my daughter-in-law to my son. Why would you do that, girl? They were they were recorded on their Ring doorbell. Who see why I be having time? Girl, look. Okay, look. Now she's angry with me and my son, and I'm not sure I will ever see my grandchildren again. When I emailed her an apology, she said she didn't know if she could forgive me. She will see my husband, but I am not allowed over there, and she will be around. She will see my so she gonna see your husband, but not you, and you his mama, girl. Let's see what else happened. Let's see what else happened. Any words of wisdom, Dad? Woo, let me get it together. Any words of wisdom as to what to do? We have always helped them out with the children and sometimes financially. Should my husband tell her if I'm not welcome, then he feels the same way. I know he feels caught in the middle between them and the whole situation. First of all, Mom, you know you was wrong. You know you was dead wrong for talking about that girl on that ring. You got to look around. Look, you got to be like, before you say anything, because if you don't, you're gonna get caught up in the caught up. You're gonna get caught up in the caught up, and you got caught up. So after now we done already played the blame game. So this is what we gonna do. Let me hit you out. She'll be all right. Look, she's going to get over it. You have to go. I don't. Did you say you apologized, or you just telling? You just asking me my opinion. Oh, when I emailed her an apology, email. You can't email no apology because that's just like text messaging somebody something like, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey. You have to go in person with perhaps a gift basket or wine or some sort. Let her have a little sippy sip of the, libations, and then you say, look, girl, and then you ain't even tell me what you said. I want to know what you said because it might be no return. This is what I have to get you older ladies to understand. I'm an older lady, if y'all do semantics, but that sitting around talking about people, that is not good. On like I have walked in on my own mother talking about me, and I was like, oh girl, to hell with you. You know what I'm saying? At a point in a time in my life, because that's messed up. You get what I'm saying? That is truly messed up. So you have to be sincere. And an emailed apology is not sincere, baby. You did the bare minimum. You might as well text her an emoji. Like, you gonna have to do better than that. Bring her a parting gift. Take her out one on one. Make sure she have a drink and really apologize and be like, you didn't really mean it. You was just mad because allow your husband. Say, hey, I was mad at him for something and this, that, and the third. And y'all will be all right. Cause that's your daughter-in-law. Okay, y'all ready for number two? Let's get this on out the way, y'all. Okay. My husband does not like my sister. He says he reminds him too much of his she reminds him too much of his ex-wife. It has come to the point to where he doesn't want to be around her. This is making it very difficult to see my whole family. They live in Canada and we're planning a trip there to visit them, seeing as my father's mental health is getting bad. My husband refuses to go see my sister while we are there. When I told my sister that this was a special trip to spend time with my parents and he won't have time to go to her place, which is another 3 hour drive away, she got pretty upset, especially since she and her husband have been down to the States and visit us twice in the last year. I love my sister. She is my love my sister. She my best friend other than my husband. We talk on the phone almost every day. I don't want to hurt her. Where'd I go from here? He just not realizing she remind him of his ex-wife. Like, this your whole husband. There wasn't no meets and greets and get-togethers and like what y'all was doing. Did y'all elope? Did y'all just meet each other online and then elope? What? I'm confused at how he's just nah. See what I think it is. Your husband like your damn sister. This sounds like, because if he married that lady and was attracted to that lady enough to marry her, and that was his ex-wife, he is trying to avoid some kind of nasty little freaky deaky. Mm-hmm. He's playing it safe because he got a thing for your sister. I just feel that amongst my spirits because ain't no freaking way that was your boyfriend, that was your dating partner first, then y'all moved to dating exclusive, then went to fiance, then went to wife, then she visited y'all. You get what I'm saying? It's too much to lead up to this, and now all of a sudden he can't stand her. He wants your sister, girl. Yeah. Don't force it. Don't force it. Cause I'm tell you, yeah, your behind is gonna be on writing in the follow up saying, you know what happened? Girl, protect your heart. Hey, we back. We're back for my unsolicited advice. So let's get started. It says, I've been married to my wife for 32 years. I love her dearly. Recently, though, her smoking has been really bothering me. Her father passed away from COPD 5 years ago because he was a lifetime smoker. I thought that would convince her to stop. She has tried, but she has always gone back. She always tries to cover up by making frequent trips to the store and other places to get out of sight to smoke. It infuriates me that she would lie, but she doesn't seem to have a problem with it at all. It makes me wonder what else she is lying about. Here you go. Here you go. My biggest concern, obviously, is that her health problems are increasing. Frequent colds. She blames allergies. Coughing while she sleeps, snoring terribly. We now sleep in separate beds at times just so I can get some sleep. When I bring up the subject of quitting, all right, when I bring up the subject of quitting, she gets defensive. Her mother will no longer talk to her about it, and she wants her to quit even more than I do. As my wife goes down this road, I'm becoming less attracted to her. We don't talk much anymore when we are by ourselves. We once went to a marriage counselor who agreed with me on the subject of quitting, but my wife blew it off. I'm near my limit and thinking of ending our marriage. How can I get through her without a messy divorce? I. Okay, so boom. So boom, so boom, so boom, so boom, boom, bam. Bullshit. Okay. See, I'm an expert in this subject. Well, not an expert, but I know about this. Okay, so boom. I used to be a long time smoker. I did. I smoked for a longer time. I'm talking about a long time. And what what made me stop was a health scare. Like, how the heck I was smoking on top of having asthma. Anyway, that's beside the point. But anyway, I ended up in the hospital. They was about to put a trach in my throat because I couldn't breathe. And I started thinking about my kids and who's going to be there for them. And I was like, bam. What benefits does smoking give me? And is it a life of death or death situation if I choose to continue? So how I quit cold turkey. I just quit cold turkey. I said, boom, because it's a mind thing. It's a mind thing, okay? Because whatever is making us pick that vice as something to release whatever stress, we should try something different. So I just quit cold turkey. I gave away cigarettes, I gave away ashtrays, I gave away lighters, all of that stuff. And then I just did it cold turkey. But I asked myself, if I continue to smoke, will it do more harm than it will good? And also, I found something else to do. I started exercising, going to the gym, doing other stuff to combat the urge to smoke. But I did it cold turkey. I know everybody else can't do it. But yeah, she needs to stop because that's so 19. All right, y'all. This is number three. Let me see what this got going on. It says, my parents divorced when I was a small child. My father remarried when I was 10, and I love my stepmother dearly. She died in 1994 after 27 years of marriage. Daddy then met another lovely woman I called Elaine, who he dated for many years. By this time, I was nearly 40 and living 1,000 miles away from them. He eventually moved in with her, but they didn't actually marry until 2018. Elaine is only 13 years older than I am, so I have always thought of her as my father's third wife, not my stepmother. Daddy died last year, and I'm not sure how much of the relationship I want to maintain with Eileen or how to refer to her when I have occasions to introduce her to someone. She was extraordinarily good to my father, better than he deserved, I might add, and I'm grateful for that. But I think, oh, he says, but the link that ties us. All right, so he gone, the link gone. All right, so here we go. She's coming to visit soon. Introducing her to my friends as dad's third wife seems a bit cold, but introducing her as my stepmother would mischaracterize our relationship. She had no children of her own, and I don't want to give her the impression that I bonded with her as if she were my mother. Please help. Oh, what? This what I don't get right. How is she cool enough to come visit, come into town and visit and introduce you? You introduce her to your friends, and you just spoke so highly of her in the beginning of this letter. However, you're torn with what to call her. I'm confused. Just say this is Elaine. She was married to my dad. They don't have to know that all of this you telling us. Like, you thinking too much into it because them people at that party or get together or whatever is not, don't nobody care, girl. Girl, don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. Just say, hey, Miss Elaine, she was married to my dad before he passed. Here she go. There's some deviled eggs and some ginger ale. Oh, sweet tea, you say we from down south, sweet tea. Yeah, want some rotel? Or her name Elaine. Potato salad, minus the raisins. I don't know. As long as her name ain't Karen. It don't do it matter, girl. Just introduce that lady and pass her the dip. All right, y'all. Numero dos. Let's see what we got here. It says, I make a great salary and I should be able to pay my bills, but I'm having trouble managing my spending. And I have some growing debt. It's nothing tragic, but dealing with it seems overwhelming and daunting. What can I do? You are how old? Well, it don't even matter. So, we have this thing called Google, you know, and you should start off with writing down your expenses and what you have bringing in. Make sure you pay that and take a little bit, like how you do tithes, and put it over in a savings right out of each check. And that's what you do. Or trust the money into an account you can't get in. So yeah, they have accounts where they will you can add into it, but you can't take out of it, and then it can gain interest. So you can try to see about doing that so you won't be tempted to um partake in the turnip a little more than it looks like you're doing. But congratulations, because yeah, this got to be old. I guess this, I don't know if this old or not. I'm just assuming it's old because girl, let me get a loan. I need a loan, boo. Hey y'all, I am back with some more my unsolicited advice. All in other people's business. Let's do this. It says, okay, I am a 41-year-old and I'm sorry. Let's try this again. I'm act like I know how to read. Let me try this again. I am 41 years old and single. I have some colleagues who are a little too concerned about my love life. They regularly ask me about who am I dating and wondering why I'm not married yet. I feel like I have to answer their questions and defend myself. Thoughts on navigating these conversations? All right. Ask them, how are their marriages going? You know, and ask them, can you have a discussion, like can you interview them with their husbands to get a full analyzation on how married life is, why they trying to sign you up for the okey doke, depending on who it is. Ask them if they got any single brothers or friends or something, that's got their stuff together, that's ready for marriage. Ask them that. Say, people always trying to tell you what to do, but not giving you any help me, help me, help you, help me. If I'm so single, help me.